Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for voting this month on a performance review in the Cinephile tier. The winner this month is, drumroll please, Jack Palance in Contempt. I'm so glad that this won because this is, for one thing, is an extraordinary film. Very autobiographical in what Jean-Luc Godard both wrote and directed in his own life and his relationship with Anna Karina. But, Jack Palance was so good at playing cold, calculated characters. And in this film, he is a cold, calculated movie studio head executive. And what I really like about his performance is that he never really necessarily raises his voice or screams or yells or tries to act tough. It's all in his presence. It's in his direct nature. And it's in his schmoozy, smuggish, is that even a word? Smug-like nature. And there's one moment that really pops out to me is when he's talking to Fritz Lang, the real Fritz Lang in the film, and he suddenly takes a piece of film and throws it across the room and then turns to him and says something along the lines of, "You lied to me, Fritz," or he wasn't happy with the work that Fritz Lang had done. And I think a lot of actors, myself included, would have been tempted to really scream and tell him off. And it's the confidence of a performer to understand that being quiet is sometimes more intense than screaming and yelling. And I thought it was a wonderful performance, and he really stands out in the film quite beautifully. And that is something that I remember when I first saw it, just the power of being so quiet in that moment, but yet I can feel the anger, the intensity, the rage, and the way he said this one line to Fritz Lang and does not raise his voice. So it's a wonderful performance. Of course, we later see him, die in this car crash, and it's because he begins to have an affair with Brigitte Bardot in it, and she's married to the guy playing the director. But he's one of these guys who you can't trust him. He's seedy, and earlier in the film, Brigitte Bardot is in a position where she has to spend time with him, and he's already flirting with her, and you could see that she doesn't want to go, but her husband ignores it and says, yeah, go ahead, go take a ride with him, and your heart goes out to her. But it's not necessarily that he's doing anything that in his acting that is making you think, oh, this guy's awful. It's just that he does enough that you already know he's not to be trusted. He flirts just enough, and everything is on the surface, and it's also just in the way that Brigitte Bardot reacts to him. And I just thought it was such a subtle performance that I don't think really gets enough love, Palance, in this movie. So again, I'm glad it was voted on. I think it's a wonderful performance. So thank you for voting, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.